Hey everybody, Andrew here. Today we're going to have a look at Wolfmother's 2005 release, Woman. The intro for this song, along with the verse and the interlude section, consists of the riff that you just heard. It revolves around an E power chord played at the 7th fret of the A string. So index finger on the 7th fret of the A string, third finger on the 9th fret of the D string, and we leave that open E string to ring out. Now the rhythm that we play on beats 1, 2, and 3 is literally a down, up, down, up, down, up. So we follow that up with this little riff, which is simply an index finger on the 5th fret of the E string. We hammer on to the 7th fret of the E string, followed by the 5th fret on the A string, and then we simply slide that back up into our E power chord to start again. So all up, the riff will sound like this. Now we do that 3 times. The 4th time we simply go A to G. Like I said, that riff is played for the introduction, it's played for the interlude between chorus and verse, and it's basically the verse itself, so pretty straightforward. The next part of the song is our chorus section, and that's literally a couple of power chords, and it's what I class as diamonds. So in other words, one great big strum that lasts for essentially 4 beats. So we start off on the A chord, slide up to C on the 8th fret. Remember, we're still using the power chord. Back to A, back to C, we then go to the 7th fret and play a B, and then we slide up to the 10th fret and play a D power chord. So all up, that section is going to go. From there we launch back into our introduction riff, go back to another verse, go back to another chorus, and we follow that up with our first sort of fast sort of a run. So this first fast lick that we hear uses the open E minor pentatonic scale, and it's a triplet bass lick, so it's going to feel 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And it's simply a sequence that's played through that lower octave. So we're going to start on the tonic or the root note, which is the 2nd fret of the D string. We're going to pull off to the open D string, and then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the A string, and that's going to be our first triplet. Second triplet is going to go open D string, 2nd fret of the A string to the open A string. Third triplet is going to go 2nd fret of the A string, open A string to 3rd fret of the E string. And then we're simply going to play the open A string. We then repeat that pattern, but every second time, instead of hitting the open A string, we're going to go to the open E string like this. We will hear that lick later on in the song, but the next thing is, I guess, the instrumental or solo section. The guitarist is basically playing a repeating riff over and over and over again, and then the bass player / synth player just goes absolutely nuts. So that riff that the guitarist is playing sounds like this. And it's another sort of legato phrase. So we're going to play the open E string, and then we're going to hammer on the 5th fret, followed by a hammer on to the 7th fret, and then we play the 5th fret of the D string. So the whole little pattern goes like this. Now we play that 4 times, but on the 4th time, instead of resolving to the D note on the 5th fret of the A string, we're going to resolve to the E note on the 7th fret of the A string like this. So that whole phrase all up with that E ending will go. And like I said, we just play that over and over and over again till the keyboard player has his fill. If you want to get the exact numbers, have a listen to the album recording and you'll get it pretty easily. Just sit there and count them. Or if you're playing it with a band, as long as the crowd's going nuts, go for it. And when our keyboard player has had their fill of funness, We basically finish off with that lick that you just heard. It's simply the first half of that first E minor pentatonic bass lick that we did. Finishing on the open A string, we then go to an A power chord, and then to a G power chord. Once we've played that ending riff for the solo section, we simply play a verse and a chorus, and then to end the song, we're going to play that same sort of speedy E minor pentatonic interlude lick. And finish on the open E string. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you've been able to get this song down pretty quickly. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, give me a like, leave me a comment down below, let me know if there's any other songs you'd like to see, and until next time, peace.